Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Braid Like a Boss birthday free summer braiding class edition. I dropped the new link for those that don't know. Let me see if the sound working. Let me bring her into this. Chantrell. 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 I dropped the new link, Chantrell. Is it letting me request you? I'm trying to add you on camera. Chantrell. Is it letting me request you? I'm trying to add you on camera. Or if you want to try the link again, I just dropped the new link since it wasn't any sound. And yeah, I'm gonna probably use this one. Or if you want to try the link again, I just dropped the new link since it wasn't any sound. And yeah, I'm gonna probably use this one. Or if you want to try the link again, I just dropped the new link since it wasn't any sound. And yeah, I'm okay. So while I'm giving Chantrell time, whoever else is supposed to be here at 8, y'all forgive me for the delay. I'm giving Chantrell time. Look, that's gonna be playing back. I'm like, what? What I was gonna say? The Wi-Fi would act up this morning, so that caused a little delay. Those that have registered, what I'm going to do, let me introduce myself. Good morning, good morning, good morning. With the StreamYard, we are live on my channel. So I am Tiffany. Empowering, impacting, igniting is what I love to do, and I decided to do it for my birthday. So this braiding class is very intentional. I wanted to be able to share my gift. A lot of people may not know, but your gift will make room for you. So I decided to share my gift for my birthday. I'm in a new season, doing new things, meeting new people. So a lot of times people may not know you, but the gift that you have, somebody may be looking for it. So you got to show up with it. And what I want to kind of say is, one thing is for certain, and two things are for sure. Some people are in, financial crisis, or they may not be, very financially literate, which is why I created this Braid Like a Boss course. It's something that I've been working on intentionally for the last few years. I've been trying to figure it out, but each year I got the name. I knew what I wanted to say. I knew why I wanted to do it. So I got a few other courses as well, which I will share with y'all. One of the courses is the Braid Like a Boss course. I got a social media course, and I have a credit course. Because just by being a master hairstylist by trade, I come across a lot of people. We have a lot of conversations. And can you hear me on here, Chantrell? And then your thing still don't got video. Unmute yourself or click out and click back in and make sure you're hitting the one that's giving you permission. Give your device permission for video and sound. Also, you will get the privilege of receiving one of these courses. Y'all register because I know that I will have to mail out some things, and I have some stuff. I'm gonna let y'all choose. For those that can see right here, then you will see I got like some gifts. I got some gift bags for y'all. already. So I had made up my mind that I wanted to be able to give, be a blessing as well back to those that wanted to invest in themselves for this class. Um, Also, you can receive things from me by mail or email that can assist you in your future endeavors. Meaning, I don't know where you are really trying to go. I don't know what you're really trying to do. Y'all have begun sharing some things with me, and you can continue to, share even after today. That's why I made this community hub. So now that is out of the way, I want to welcome everybody to the Braid Like a Boss experience. And thank you for registering. Thank you so much. It lets me know that you're very serious and you don't mind investing in yourself or your child. For those that are not here live right now, you will catch this on the replay. The replay will be dropped in this group community as well. You can go back through it as many times as you need. Also, I'm gonna do roll call for all of you ladies that registered. My goal was to have about 34 people at least, but I still am doing coaching sessions. But it was 12 of you all that registered. Jamaica Taylor was the first registrant. Shaquana Cunning, Cutno, she was the second person that registered. Brittany Niles, she registered. Brittany Anderson Johnson, she registered. Tiffany Hammond registered. Michelle Griffin registered. Chantrell Richardson registered. Regina Taylor registered. Nadia Perry registered. Ashanti Moore registered. Ashley Shepard registered. Christina Inyang, she registered. A few of y'all are in like totally different states. So I just want to again say thank you all for registering. Some of you all registered on behalf of your child. So what we're going to learn today and what I'm going to go over is going to be like an hour session. Some things that I'm going to go through. Of course, if you're here, then I can get the feedback. I got the product. Some of you all was asking about product knowledge. This is more of a skill-based class, but I will cover some product knowledge because it's what y'all was asking for. So who's out there? Is that still you, Chantrell? Because your I don't know what's going on with your device. Mute mic. Can you hear me? Chantrell. Oh, okay. I see something.
The camera off.
Is it for you or your daughter? Hey, Regina. Hey, pretty girl. Girl, don't be shy, girl. That's your daughter?
Yes.
How old is she?
Mm-hmm.
How old is
Uh-oh,
she?
hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, Jesus. I can't hear. Okay, she'll be 14 on the 20th.
Okay, my son will be 14 on the 9th. That's what's up. Who is that? Let me go to the new link. Okay.
Okay, we'll tell him early.
Huh? Your signal breaking up. What you said, Chantrell?
She'll be 14 on the 20th. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, she'll be 14 on the 20th.
Okay, yeah, I have my son gonna be 14 this month too, on the 9th.
Well, tell him early happy birthday.
You heard that, Coy? Miss Chantrell said early happy birthday. He said thank you. So I
He's
seen
welcome. He's
Regina
welcome.
um come on here. But what what brought you today? So for those that are here, what, tell me what brought you in today. What is it that your daughter is looking to learn?
What do you want to learn, Mom?
How to braid people hair and
What do you
You want
know?
to learn.
to
You have
braid.
to talk. What do you know?
I know how to cornrow.
You know how to. She can cornrow a little, but it's not tight into the scalp how it
Okay.
should be. She can single plait. So she wants to perfect all of these things because she wants to start doing her own hair. She wants to start possibly a bit. She loves doing hair and nails. So
Okay.
she's looking to actually, learn everything she can to perfect those things.
Okay. So since y'all are the main ones on, I'm not gonna just talk in circles. That's kind of a great place for us to start, which will just let me give a little background about me if y'all don't know. So I started braiding at 12. I don't count my 2 years prior to that, meaning fifth grade and sixth grade. I don't count that because my braids wasn't what it was. But by the time I was in the seventh grade, I was braiding my hair, my little sister's hair, and friends, and I began braiding family hair probably too, and I was making like $50 a head. That was what 97-ish, something like that, because that's when crochets, the first one, the first style of crochets was in. So that's why I always tell parents this class is open. Long as the person can understand, then I can teach them because I teach from that place. And I talk to moms from that place because at that point, by me being able to earn my own money, I really wasn't like a child that looked to my grandmother or no one to take care of me. I always was kind of self-efficient. So me braiding, it just really set me apart from the average child. Not to say that my grandmother and my auntie didn't do the stuff that they needed to do for a kid. But I mean, I was still able to make my own little canteen money, candy store money. If I saw something that I really want and I worked for it, then I could get my own stuff. So that's what these classes do as well. I will say I am now a licensed master stylist, barber stylist, and educator, instructor. So I do these classes because I can certify. Also, I can assist in licensure. She's about to be 14, so she's not old enough to get like her braider's license yet. She has to be 16. But I do have I'm a business certified life coach. I'm a kingdom coach. So everything I do, I always apply the word of God in it, and I'm not ashamed of that. And with that being said, I can, she can come under my tutorage if that is something that you are looking for yourself or your children as well. Because business, I pretty much, since I was 12, I was technically operating self-employed. But I did not know anything about that. I just thought I was a little girl from the hood that could braid. But it's bigger than that. It's actually bigger than hair. I kept doing hair because the impact that it made on the people's lives. That's really what I look for. After I finished their hair and they got that mirror and that smile, that was more important and that mattered more to me than the actual hair service. And I bring that smile to people even now in just regular conversation or coaching sessions. So that is what I love, and that is why I'm being intentional about doing these classes versus staying behind the chair, just doing one head at a time. So for those that are interested in being behind the chair and want to do that, do it like a boss. That's really why I have these classes. So you can own the chair, but know and have a business mindset at an early age. it'll set you apart, so that way they don't have to go through a lot of the struggles that personally my family went through, I went through, because of what we don't again know, which is the literacy of the thing. So I'll kind of dive in, and what we're gonna do. Do you have a mannequin? And what's your daughter name, Chantrell?
No. Harmony.
Harmony?
Like Harry Potter.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Stranger.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I got a little cousin named Armani.
Oh.
Yes, so Harmony. Okay, do she have a mannequin, or what is she about to work on? Why do these demos?
She doesn't have her mannequin. Her
Good
mannequin did
morning,
not
Regina.
get here in time.
Okay. Okay. So she ain't got no little sister, your head, nobody head. How she gonna do her demo?
Oh no. Shut your mouth. Hush. Her sister is gone. My hair is completely real short. There's no braid this hair here.
Good morning, Regina. We got a link.
Hush, Monty. That's
We got
not
a
funny.
link going on. If you want to hit the link and join us, that way, like Trail is talking, you could be in the back. You know, you could be in the studio. You can come in the studio with us. If you don't have a mannequin or a model, then again, huh?
Which side are you braiding on?
I know, right? I need to braid on this side, I think. So what I'm about to do first is section off the head. So these some braids that were old. One thing I will tell you is never be afraid to section the hair off. Section it in fours. Section the hair in fours, you guys. Look at that.
She's going to the in her room to see if her sister has a baby doll with some decent hair.
Okay, yeah, anything. So some of the hair that I got right now is just some pre-stretched hair. I used homegirl right here. She had braids on this side. We got like a few devices going on, making sure we're catching all angles. So this is a good comb to comb out. It's like an Afro comb versus using a fine tooth rat tail comb. This the rat tail comb. This the Afro comb.
I'm gonna put this on it. Let me put this on it. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sectioning the hair helps you, gain control and see what's going on. Okay. Let me know when she get back.
It's just packed down.
Well, she couldn't. My 4-year-old has torn all the hair. Come here. Sit down.
I know, right? The toe their hair up.
Get your
I will probably do this in the back. I'm gonna do the cornrows.
It's one in my blue book. Right here.
Okay. I do have some shears here as well. I do have, was that good? A diffuser. We'll talk about this a little later. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a few little tools out on the table. Blow dryer with a comb on it. Blow dryer with the comb on it. And then I got this other style blow dryer with concentrator. This blow dryer, this is a concentrator, meaning it has a focus area. It will focus in. So I can, we can cover that a little later. I just wanted to show y'all some of those on the table. On the table. So I can do them on both sides. Oh, Regina, can you hear us?
Yes.
Good morning. Do you have a
Good morning.
mannequin or anything?
Yes, I have a mannequin.
Okay. And what brought you in today? What are you looking to learn today?
Just to gain more techniques, because I didn't know how to braid at all at first. I went to another young lady and she showed me the basics. So I just been practicing with that. So, and you know, with different teachers, you get different techniques. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, great. Glad to have you. So I'm gonna do a cornrow. If y'all have something to braid on, could you do the cornrow first? Scalp braid. When I say cornrow, that's to the scalp. No extension here. And then second, I will add in extension. My choice of hair is normally pretty stretched hair. I think it's easy braid, but I'm a queen bee girl myself. Nails come in handy. Also, you can use your, detangling brush. Use your detangling brush. I'm trying to show y'all what I'm kind of doing. Pre-stretched hair. You can use a braiding rack to section your hair off to make it more easy, and it's good for saving time. Just let me know anytime if y'all cannot hear me, because I know y'all probably muting y'all background, which y'all don't really have to, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay. So with this type of hair, I will tell you, considering this is a Caucasian model, but her hair, I deliberately did not, shampoo her, sit her on down. I left it so it can have some friction in it because this is a Caucasian mannequin. And their hair texture is normally very different from the typical African American texture. So I wanted to have some grip, which if you dealt with their hair straight out the gate, a good holding spray will give you some hold. This right here is a super hold light spritz, but I like this versus just going in with the normal back in the day pump it up, which it has its feel, but it's the era of there's got to be air, but everybody can't handle those fumes because that's a very strong freeze spray. So when you're braiding, you always have 3 strands, of course. This is the section of hair. Then I have to create this cornrow. This is the section of hair Well, I'm about to create this cornrow to go down the left side of this mannequin's head. I'm gonna do it on both sides. So I'm gonna do one over here, facing this camera, and then I'll come on the other side as well. And again, 3 legs, 3 strands, whatever you want to call it. Your left strand, your middle strand, and your right strand. Get your hands to where they're comfortable. Normally, one hand is resting. One hand is normally resting as you begin to prepare to go down. Follow the direction of the party that you created. Left goes under that middle. Right goes under the middle. And you continue throughout. So make sure that you're over there doing your cornrow, because as you can see, I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing down my cornrow. That's allowing it to make sure that it's sturdy, it's secure. And I'm kind of to the side so y'all can get a good view. As I go down, because gravity has its weight, as you can see, I switched the way I was braiding, and I went to braid. I brought my hands up top. I switched the direction, and now I'm going under. Which I had a little buckle right there. Let me go back. I just got back. It seems like I'm so much taller than me. All right. And I did the same all the way down, right under, left under that middle, right under. Left strand go under the middle, right strand under. Left strand under the middle one, right strand under that middle strand. Left strand under, right. And you take it all the way down. This wasn't a part in demo. This was for the braid. So as you can see, this braid again up here with 3 strands, taking the left strand under the middle strand and that right strand going under that middle strand. But I did not rush going down the braid. And that's what kept the tension taut. Not too tight, but it's secure. It's a secure braid. This braid at the end can add beads, shells, whatever decor, but the braid, before you even try to put the decor on the braid, you want to make sure that it's secure. So I'm going to come on this side and demonstrate it as well. After I do this demo, then I'm going to do the demo with the extensions. So let me know if you can braid with extension here, and then take a picture of the braid that you just did. You can drop it in the group so you can see where you at, what you used to do, and then a month from now, where you at again, where you've grown to. So this right here is the beginning of the hair. Make 3 strands. My resting hand is my left hand. Y'all can talk y'all mannequin if y'all want to. Be like, girl, hold your head still, girl. Because she moving. Okay, she kind of, the braid kind of was going, had a little hook in it. So there's nothing wrong with starting your braid over. 3 strands, left going under, right going under. Don't rush that braid. If looseness is your problem, don't rush that braid. Because if you know how to braid, then just take your time so it can build, so the tension can be there. Not too tight. And don't pull on these people's head like that. And pop their hair strands and their follicles off. Because that's another reason a lot of people don't like to wear braids. Because if they anything like me, if it's braided too tight, then I would get a headache. Can't even enjoy the braids because the pain is unbearable. So you want a good quality braid. Some people braid underhand, some people braid overhand. I've learned is the underhand braid is more flat. The overhand braid is more like tight. And it has a little rise in it. Both are cute. Some people, don't know the difference. But I was initially an underhand braider. Underhand is more what you do. Well, some people, everybody's different though. With my box braids, I go under, which allows me to make my knot look a certain way. If you're braiding a knotted braid, then those that do over their knot look another way. She popping a little smoke right here. Popping a little smoke. And pop smoke, RIP. Okay, so I'll go back to this side. So that was the cornrow, a basic cornrow. That cornrow can be done for a child style. I've done these cornrows in this particular hairstyle that I'm wearing. These can be done as a setup for a sew-in. These can also be done for your foundation, for your wig that's popular right now, crochets. This basic method of braiding can be done for 25, 30, 40 or so dollars. Depending on how good you are and how small they want these to get. A lot of men even wear braids as well. Kids wear braids, and these braids can turn into extended braids, which is how I learned to feed in hair seamlessly at the age of 12, just to give it a little extension, because some little girls, some people don't got no hang time. So if you learn that feeding technique, then you can know how to feed in hair, not just from here, but just here, just giving it a little hang time, so that way that baby girl can get some beads or something, and that mother will definitely appreciate you. Or your little sister, that little girl, she's gonna appreciate you because you allow her to get something that she thought it was gonna be impossible for her to get, because that hair, her real hair ain't growing. So, which can turn to $50, $65 service. They give $50 right there. Let me know if y'all following me. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Let me know if I'm going too slow. So next, I'm going to demo with the extension hair. So again, you can see I'm sectioning out my little piece. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to, the first one I'm going to do this black hair, and then the second one I can do some blonde hair. Got some blonde hair over here. So I'm going to do the blonde second, the black first. When learning how to use extensions, I think people work better with smaller amounts first. So that's kind of what we can focus on. Smaller amount first. So this is like a small strand. Small strand. And it's still 3 pieces. So out of the 3 strands, here's 2 of those strands. Okay? So keep that in mind. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overworked. Don't overthink it. Out of the 3 strands for the cornrow, for the braid, it's here's 2 of them. 1, 2. Left and right. And here go my middle one right here. So all I'm doing, my middle piece. I'm taking this finger, my pointer finger, and I'm scooping my middle piece into the middle. That's basically what I'm going to do. Using my fingernail as a tool. And I'm still doing the same thing, left under, right under. Now, what I normally do is take a little bit of the extended hair and try to ease it into the middle. So that way it's balanced out. Left under, right under. And you can kind of groove it as you go down. Don't rush because you don't want that knot to slip. And the whole way down, left under, right under. I don't want to block this camera. All right. Left under, right under, left under, right under. Don't be afraid to pull the hair out so it don't get tangled up on you at the bottom. As you can see, I switched the direction to underhand. I was overhanded. And gravity works on your side when you under. Still take your time. We're going underhanded to make sure that that braid is secure. Make sure your hair is balanced. And you will go all the way down. Which I'm not going to go all the way down. But you can go all the way down. If you needed to, feel like this was a little too thin, you could have added another small piece of hair in, which I could demo that real quick. And what you would do is have all three of your strands separated. You would anchor this hair. I would say anchor, that means it's not even like length to length. Anchor it. You take that anchor piece, slide it into the middle. This right here will be on the right side. I always insert in from the right. And you continue to braid. Nobody will even know the difference, which is what I was talking about you can do when you're just adding in for that hang time for that little girl. Even men sometimes they need hang time with braids. It's just enough to braid, but ain't no hang time. Excuse me. Go ahead. Go back in the room. Go back in the room now. Thank you. Close the door. Good morning, Ashley. How you doing? The link is in the group, but let me know what you're looking to get out of class today. And yeah, y'all catch this on the replay for those that kind of coming in a little late. So y'all didn't miss too much. Basically, what we've been going over is cornrows, the basic cornrows, make sure it's secure. This right here was the second cornrow, butt extension, adding in the extension in the hair. And I also demonstrated how to add in, after you've done the actual cornrow, how to give it a little more thickness. It's just if you need a little bit more, add in another thin piece. This is without extension, with extension. All right. So I'm going to demo the blonde braid as well. Cornrows are scalp braids. Cornrows are this is the cornrow. A braid or plait is coming off the scalp. It's like a single braid. So we're going over the cornrows first. We're going over the cornrows first. Let me know if you can still hear Regina. We're going over the cornrows first. Say that like 3 times. And then next I'm gonna go into like single braids, box braids, using this intersection right here. So okay. So yeah, these concepts right here builds up to you understanding feed ins. So I'm gonna do this extension braid. I got 2 different cameras going on. I'm gonna do this extension braid on this other side. And then maybe what I'll do is feed and braids down on that side. It's great if feeding braids is your thing, to have a braiding rack. You're gonna want a braid rack for sure, because it's gonna cut down time. All right. So we're about to get ready to do this other side. As I stated, I was going to use color for demonstration purposes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like using this clip right here. I do not like this clip. So I'm twisting down this extra hair. You always want to keep that out of your way. I'm just clipping it back here. Remember I said, even with extension, you're still going to have 3 strands, but these are 2 of the strands. These are 2 of the strands. 2 of the 3 strands is coming from the extension. Then the other strand you're going to use when you grab the hair. Let's go under that middle strand. Don't rush down your braid. That's how you make sure it's secure, not sliding. Your body posture and position, it makes a big difference. Because as you can see, when I'm leaning back there, it's kind of more of a struggle versus when I'm like right here, because my posture is actually better. Working on her head in the front. You don't have to switch your hand like I did. If over works for you all the way down until you get off her scalp, and then you go under, then that's fine. If under works from you from the beginning, at first all I could do was under braid. So I would kind of tiptoe when I'm in the top of people's head, just so I can grip it like I needed to. And I let gravity do its own thing. But do what feels good for you, what works good, what feels good to the customer, and make sure that you're not putting too much strain on your wrists as well. Now these strands are looking different sided, okay? So what I'm going to do, I waited until I got the little ones in the middle and on the right. And now I'm going to add. Because if I would have added hair to the little fat section, which this got a little more hair than the other 2 strands, it would have been pointless because I would have made my braid lopsided. And it's all about balance too. So again, when I add in hair, I still anchor that braid because I want it to be a seamless add in. A lot of people, sometimes when they add in hair, you can detect it. You can tell way they did the add in, and that is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be seamless. But it's a color piece or a non-color piece. If it's added in right, it should be seamless. Okay, we have the color one in. Of course, I am not braiding all the way down to the end, but you can, or you can turn it into a goddess braid or rod it. And I'll show y'all that. Can you see that? I did the color so you can definitely, tell the extension braid because she got brown hair. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. So, again, I still have 2 screens up. Let me tell y'all what I was talking about when I was talking about those rods. So, it's different type of rods. These are perm rods, which, let me tell you, this is moms love this. Let me tell you, you don't got no clientele? The mama put the little in the head of babies. and they want to make sure that their little girl don't look too grown, these are your best friends. They have white, they got gray, and they have red. They're different sizes. The white ones are on the bigger size. The gray ones are a little smaller than the white ones, and the red one is a little smaller than the yellow ones. Or the blue, yeah, a little smaller than the yellow ones. But let me tell you, that would take these cornrows, which a lot of people are. Some people add this type of hair or literally just ride it, and it just lets that child look age appropriate. Now you've made that style age appropriate. It's very important to be intentional about age appropriate styles, because a lot of the styles now, you know, we're in this free, flowy world. Everybody want to be expressive, but you got to remember it's still predator style and different things like that. So some parents are still like, hey, can you make sure my child look like a child? It don't matter how full, how much they're growing from all this processed food. I still want my little girl to look like a little girl. So can you add some curls? What can you do? And that's where you as a stylist come in. So even be mindful of that. If you're a young lady on here, you know, don't set yourself up to look older than your age, even when you're doing your hair. When I was 12, middle school, I was wearing quick weaves, but it was in a wrap style. I still would put my headband on and different things like that. But you don't want to set yourself up, especially when we get into the whole wearing extensions and stuff like that. You don't want to do that. So, because when some moms hear extension, they not a lot, but back in the day when I was growing up, it's like, oh no, I'm not trying to wear no weave. Think they too grown now. So there are ways you can still do it. And that child will grow with you. That child will be your client from pre-K all the way to college graduate. You see? Because they be like, I mean, when my mom went in, but you talked my mama into it. I appreciate you. So, and I'm just telling y'all some of my little crazy reports when I meet and run into some of my old clients. So this is gonna be a single braid. Those that know how to single braid. Yes, Ashley. You know I'm telling y'all the truth. So those that got single braid, if you could, go ahead and do a demo. If you got a mannequin, if you got to get a mannequin later, if you need me to get your mannequin, whatever, you got a lot model, just do your single braid. If you in the bathroom or wherever, you got to use yourself as a mannequin, this is about to be a single braid. And I say that because if you do your single braid, and you can compare your single braid to the next single braid if you were struggling with your single braid. So again, the single braid can be done and start overhanded or underhanded. So for the sake of, let me show you what overhanded look like. And I'm gonna kneel down. So this is the overhand single braid, 3 strands again. All I'm doing is sectioning my hair. This is my middle strand. I took my left strand under that middle, my right strand coming under the middle as well. I'm about to flip my hands because gravity is going to be on my side. I don't want to work against gravity. And now I'm going underhand it. And the reason I'm showing this is because this is how you start off your knotless braid. If that's something you're interested in, you got to know this concept before you can do a knotless braid. And those braids are booming. You know why? Because they said that without the knot, the braid is lighter. So everybody is not a candidate for knotless braids as well. And you got to be able to know how to say you're not a candidate. That's what they will appreciate. You're not a candidate for that because your hair is too damaged. Your hair is too thin. It's not full enough. It's not thick enough. It's not long enough. This model, she can get knotless braids, regardless of her color. If I can grip that top, and I got the proper product to make that hole when I start that braid off, we on the roll. You done secured the bag. So this is a plait, a single braid, whatever you want to call it. No extension. Y'all see that? This braid, the same way I showed you how to feed in, you could feed hair in here. Say if it was a little girl, her hair was short like that. This is enough to get you started, and that little girl can get some hair, feed in, and make that braid be right there, or brought to right here, and that little girl can still get her beads. That little girl can still get her beads. Now, if it's an adult, of course, it could be longer, or if it's a teenager, she can add it in, but she'll probably more so want knotless, which this is still a form of knotless, but a single braid look. You can add that hair in, and you can ride it, or you can braid it like all the single braids and then braid it, but that's more advanced because that goes into dipping, and you just don't want to start dipping and bringing hot boiling water around people's head if you be off balance, clumsy, and all that other stuff, because that's dangerous. So, but these are just some ideas of what styles, and that's why, like I go by Tiffany Styles, because I could create things. My clients, they would allow me to just kind of freestyle a lot of times, and if they love it, then we was good. We was in the game. We was ready to go. Okay, so I'm a demo on this screen as well. I'm just do the same type of braid for the sake of, I'm gonna need down right here, 3 strands. This is just a single braid. Section of my strands. Taking that left under that middle, right under the middle, left under the middle. That's overhand. Now I'm going under, working with gravity. Left under, right strand under, left strand under, right strand under, left strand under, right. And I'm going to do that all the way down, all the way down. Next is with the extension. Y'all out there, y'all doing all right out there? So next we're going to do with the extension. So far we've done the cornrow with the extension, the single braid. Now we're about to do it with the extension. I appreciate everybody being up and tuned in. I sectioned this one into 2. I just used my finger there, but you can use the tail end of the comb. This is a regular comb, but the metal end combs can get you more of a defined part, as well as this braiding comb. These are pretty popular, but I'm gonna tell you what I don't like sometimes. It just seems like I have to double back a lot with the second piece. But these are the new braiding combs, and the rat tail helps parting, sectioning as well. So I'm gonna do 2 of these braids. I'm gonna do 1 black and 1 blonde. One thing I will say, when you're doing this single braids, whether it's a small braid, medium braid, jumbo braid, you want to make sure that you're not trying to put too much hair on and the base don't match. Like for instance, if the base is small, this is mainly a smaller type of base, I would not take 5 times the size and put on that base, because at that point I haven't given those follicles a fair chance to survive. It's too much weight on that hair. I told y'all I normally go underhanded. With my single braid. Same concept. Left strand under, right strand under. I'm going to show the overhand next. And just to start off. And then, of course, keep going down. That's the single braid with a knot. Single braid with a knot. I'm going to do the blonde version of the single braid. Now, this is another way. The wishbone. Don't say I ain't trying to put y'all in that. So now, remember I said the braids start off with 3 strands. So here go 3 strands. And normally what I do, I take the 2 strands, because remember I was saying these are 2 strands. But now I turn it to the wishbone, and I done made my 3 strands. So I can take 2 strands from this hair. I can split this section in 2. And I can begin braiding, because I will still have my 3 strands. So I will split this. So one piece will go into one of these strands, one piece will go into the other strand, and I can keep going on down. And I'm going to do the overhand method instead of, like I said, one strand go in one part, the other strand go in the second part. And I still have my 3 strands. I'm doing overhand. More people probably say they got more control, maybe, with overhand. But do what works for you. I'm just starting it overhanded, and I'm flipping because I want gravity to work on my side, not against me. Left under the middle, right under the middle. Left under the middle, right under the middle. Same thing all the way down. Left under, right under, left under, right under. Not yet. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you. He just wanted me out of room. Okay. So you all this where we at? So this is gonna be our, first session. This is going to be our first session. That'll give me time to charge up these devices because we got another session tonight, okay? So we'll pick up tonight with the knot list. That's what I'll do. I'll do the knot list here. So that way it's that on this same concept is showing you what you can do once you learn this. Then you can learn this, and you can transition into that. Okay, so if you're gonna have some questions, whether it's pricing or whatever, you got all day from this session to kind of share with me or game plan your price list or whatever. Because once you're learning these concepts, is the goal to make money? Is the goal to save money? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to start your braiding business? Let me know, because I do want you to know, everyone that took this class, y'all will be able to receive 10% if you actually want to take a full class of Braid Like a Boss. I do have it as a flyer. It'll come with the kids and coaching, also with another community that you will be able to grow in as well. So you'll have this community, you'll be able to take some more intense training, and you will get a kit. What do the kit look like? Let me show you a little bit of what the kit look like. Okay, a little bit of what the kit look like. So my kit is a little messy, but like even these hair wraps and stuff, I'll tell you more of that, because I know some people are wondering, about the finished look. So also, let me flip this thing back around, because this right here is my blades. So this is good for the scalp. Like me, I got braids, sew-ins. I could glaze my scalp with this right here. It revives it, it rejuvenates it. But this is a salon exclusive product. This is a finishing gloss spray after I've styled and set my style with my phone, which I can talk more about that later. This right here is a leave-in conditioner. This particular brand is a black-owned company. I try to personally use a lot of professional stuff, but it softens, it soothes, and it is good for just renewing that scalp, and it promotes hair growth. Also, I have my alcohol, because you never know what could happen when doing your service. So this is a part of your original setup. And if you don't have any hand sanitizer, then of course that's all hand sanitizer is, alcohol. Okay, so you want to do that, which I did bring some hand sanitizer out here. Yeah, and when you're doing services, I don't have on a cape because this is a model, but you want to have an apron or cape on, or something to protect you, your clothes, and different things as you are providing services. So I just kind of wanted to cover that as well. And yeah, I got y'all some gifts. These gifts are going to be sent out to you if you're local. Let me know. But this is what I want y'all to do. Can you go to the iamtiffany.org website? website, and on the contact form, you can fill out your name, your email, your phone number, and in the note, you can put your mailing address. You can put that you was in the braiding class, and your mailing address. So that way I can begin to get you all your treats. What else? So I have 2 manuals. These are 2 braiding manuals. If you would like the manual, which I am so sorry, this is a guide to braiding off the master course by myself. And inside of it is the introduction. Like I did a Be Found Working, basically encouraging, just thanking God for this opportunity to teach you all. Thanking God for my 3 sons. Celebrating the history of Black history, the history of being a woman. Just celebrating things, thanking God for just saving me. And what does it mean to really come out and make some things happen? It was leap year when I began to develop this manual. So just encouraging you to don't worry about the old, going to your new. And I shared some scriptures on that. I shared the history of braiding, where it originated from in Africa. Okay, where did it originate from in Africa? Also, the reasons for braiding. It was so we can commune. It was so we can come together. It was an opportunity for us to bond and build relationships. So now I actually stand before you as a women empowerment specialist, I would say, because I love empowering women. I love my sisters, no matter the color. And that is why I'm like, now that I know what I'm doing, as I do talk about and teach with the skill, I make sure I put that in, because it was always intended for us to bond, not be in strife and at each other. So entrepreneurship, I've been an entrepreneur even when entrepreneurship was not in my vocabulary. So I want to encourage those that may not know who they are or how they're operating about entrepreneurship. Just knowing when your passion and your purpose meets, and then it can begin to equal to a profit. Not always financially, but I'm profiting when I see testimonies or even the results that y'all will share with me and that I will hear as y'all take these tools and put it with what what somebody else done taught you, and you begin to build your business versus just looking at it as a side hustle, because this is an $8 trillion industry, the beauty industry. So I go into that. I encourage you about different things in business as well. Business 101. We talk about the LLC, the foundational structures of it. So that is something that I do. I've been helping women start their business. I've helped children as well. Legalize it, just different work, things like that. And then sanitation. That's why I wanted to talk about the alcohol, because sanitation is very important. Just simply washing your hands, staying groomed, doing the proper protocol when certain things happen, because that is why we still in the pandemic. Okay, we still have a situation going on, and I never in my life seen when the saying they said cleanliness is next to godliness. I can see why so much ungodliness going on, because a lot of people are not clean. A lot of people are nasty. They're filthy. So we're gonna cover sanitation, because this is a public service. This is a public service announcement. So we have to talk about cleaning, disinfecting, following federal and state rules. It is rules. Also, y'all will be able to get certified. I will drop that link in here. As far as your bar side certification. Customer service. Please tell me your feedback from the initiation to now you're viewing this video. You can make an investment. I want some feedback as far as customer service, some things that you would like. Again, this is not funneled like I would like, but I like being more interacting, which kind of makes it very old school, but it's very, very personable. How we kind of got to this place. So let me know how you feel about your service. Also in the manual, I cover a little advanced conversation on alopecia, hair loss, and different things like that. So if you think you want this manual, get that to you. I have two here. If you like, girl, no, I don't need no menu. I had two CDs, which is a like, if you like that old school church music and you haven't been able to hear it or listen to it, I got two CDs from and it's the Apostolic Experience. If you like the old school music, one of them got a little, got the youth in it, got a little flair. I do have two of these as well. Let me know. I wanted to get it out to you. These are also one-page business plan. If you like, girl, I'm ready to start working on my business plan. This is a one-page business plan. I will get this business plan out to you as well. Whether I slide it in your gift bag or send it over to you by email, you'll get this plan. Just let me know. Just let me know. Also, pick one now. Pick one. A personal budget sheet. Again, I was talking about financial literacy, so I just grabbed a few things that may be outside of just the concept and the technique itself. So this personal budget sheet can set you up to begin saving money big time. And when you can save money, when you can see your money, when you know where your money going, then you can earn money even better. So just let me know. Again, it's been my pleasure this morning teaching you ladies, and I am going to throw in like a pack of hair, a pack of hair. This was donated to me by a woman that got Miss Edna, and she wanted to see this program, this course grow. So she made a donation. She said, Lord told her to hit me up, and y'all will get a pack of this hair. Again, it says Queen. I love that part. I'm big on, like I said, Queen B. But you can't be complaining about your blessing. So I'm glad we got that blessing. So we're done for this first session. Y'all be blessed. And I'll catch y'all later tonight at 8:00. We rocking out. So see y'all later. I am Tiffany. Ignite. Braid like a boss. Okay, YouTube. Thank you all so much. If y'all got any questions or answers, just drop them in the group. Drop them.